Hello everyone, welcome back. Today, I want to tell you something that has shaken the emotional world of many. And I'm not just talking about fans. This time, the protagonists are Yaman, Demet Özdemir, and two friends who decided to break the silence, Özge Görel and Serkan Çaykulo. It all started with a scene that made headlines across the world. Yaman, smiling, kissed Sarah Bluma in front of the cameras at an Italian awards gala, sitting her on his lap as if the world didn't exist. What seemed like a romantic gesture was interpreted by many as a blow to the past, because whoever saw that scene felt something more than discomfort. They felt the echo of a story that isn't over, the one between Kaan and Demet. That's when Özge and Serkan, a beloved and discreet couple from Turkish television, decided to speak up. Their message, though indirect, was clear and emotional. Demet truly loved you. Did that love deserve this ending? With affectionate words, they recalled the strong, noble, consistent Kaan they once knew. They asked him, almost pleading, "Don't follow this path. Remember who you were, remember who waited for you in silence, and come back before it's too late." The message went viral. Social media was flooded with comments. Demet still loves you, come back. Sarah isn't your home. That sparkle isn't real. Meanwhile, Demet remained silent, but her silence spoke louder than 1,000 words. She posted a short but meaningful phrase, "Thank you for coming into my life, and even more for leaving it." Behind those words lies an open wound. According to people close to her, Demet still holds hope. But pride, pain, and the coldness of the present keep her still. Kaan, on the other hand, seems torn between two worlds, the memory that still lives in him and the present that's changing him. It's said he still watches scenes from his old series with Demet, that he sometimes loses himself in what once was. So the question is, will Kaan listen to his friends? Will he respond to Demet's silent tears? Or will he forever get lost in a fleeting passion? Time will tell if this story still holds a new beginning. Because when love is real, it never dies. And maybe, just maybe, Özge and Serkan will end up being witnesses, not of a breakup, but of a reconciliation the whole world would celebrate. I can't stay silent anymore. I've been watching how Demet Özdemir is slowly changing, moving away from what once made her special. And no, I'm not talking about personal growth or artistic evolution. I'm talking about a calculated transformation where each move seems more like a PR strategy than genuine growth. And in that process, many of us feel let down. Demet wasn't just anyone. For years, she embodied freshness, charisma, natural beauty, and real talent. But now we see her wrapped in an increasingly questionable narrative, bordering on vulgar, superficial, and artificial. She no longer surprises us with her work, but with the headlines. She no longer moves us with her characters, but with her personal choices. And that's a real shame for someone who once captivated us with her light. Maybe one day she'll wake up and remember who she really was. Because behind this media persona made to please everyone, there's still, buried deep, that brilliant actress who once touched millions. I just hope that when that day comes, it won't be too late.
Kaan stopped attending public events. When he did, he went alone. "I'm focused on my work," he'd say. But everyone knew his heart was elsewhere. Demet, on her part, posted a phrase that left many thinking. Some things are remembered for love, others are let go for pride. Sarah didn't respond, but she deleted more photos from her profile. It was her way of drawing the line. Kaan was at a crossroads. He loved Sarah, but a part of him was still tied to what he had lived with Demet. And in the middle of it all, family pressure, public judgment, constant scrutiny. Days passed. Time soothed, but didn't heal. The relationship with Sarah didn't end, but it wasn't the same. And the ghost of the past kept sitting at their table. Demet Özdemir is one of those women who spark divided opinions. But one thing is undeniable. Her story left a mark. Many remember her for her role alongside Yaman, for that intense chemistry that seemed to leap off the screen and made millions stream for a while. But behind the character, behind the idol, is a real woman who made difficult choices, who made mistakes, who took risks, and who chose to move forward even when the whole world seems stuck in the past. What impresses me most about Demet isn't her beauty or her talent, although she has plenty of both, but her ability to rebuild herself. Because while many accused her of betraying a perfect love, of distancing herself from Can or taking wrong paths, she simply chose to live life her way. And that, in the world of fame and under constant public gaze, is an act of courage. Yes, she got married. Yes, the marriage ended. And yes, many believe it was a mistake done impulsively, searching for something only Can had given her. But I don't see it that way. I see a woman who, like any other, was seeking stability, affection, a place to be herself. And when she realized that path wasn't hers, she had the courage to close the door. That's not weakness. That's maturity. Many keep dragging her name into comparisons with the women now around Can. Sarah is this, none compared to her. He's still thinking about Demet. But what about her? Has anyone stopped to think how she's lived all this? How it feels to keep walking forward when every step is compared to a relationship that's long over? What isn't said enough is that Demet, at one point, was Can's emotional refuge. She pulled him from his darkness, gave him balance and meaning. But that doesn't mean her identity is tied to him. She has dreams, ambitions, scars, and a path to walk. Staying stuck in that past, however romantic it was, would have meant denying herself. Sometimes I feel people forget that Demet is a woman like any other, with a life beyond the cameras. A woman who's been criticized for choosing differently, for not waiting around for a man who wasn't fighting for her anymore. Because, let's be honest, if Can had loved her as much as people claim, the story would have been different. And she had no reason to put her life on hold for a story he left unfinished.